Go exploring, but take your wireless with you. That's what Sean's doing this morning. He is exploring, hearing all about the ACT Centre in Accrington. Full details to come between now and midday Friday.
On BBC Radio Lancashire.
And you are there, Sean. Butter pie and all.
I've had a butter pie, that was good, and I've managed to remove all of it from my face and nose.
Salt.
Which you know, when you're meeting people, Brett, it's not a very good starter.
You are
when
our
they're staring at your
ambassador,
nose.
you know, for the morning programme, and there you go, with a pie smeared round your chops.
I tell you what is really interesting about this. I think the breakfast programme are coming to Accrington next week, talking about the kind of the retail offer and the fact that Marks and Spencer's has left and Morrison's has left. And if I was to describe to you what I'm looking at, it's we're on Warner Street outside the Accrington Community and Training Centre, and we're going to be in there this hour of the programme chatting to the folk in there. But I'm looking down the top of a hill here, and it's like some sort of little Cotswold town. It's absolutely beautiful. And all the shops on the street I'm on have got somebody in, and there are local independent businesses. So not all's looking too bad in Accrington, and hopefully we're going to chat to one of the reasons why, which is the place where people who find themselves without work end up going to get some skills and then find work.
Full story to come between now and midday. Sean's taking our programme to Accrington and the ACT Centre. Changes back then this Friday morning to Accrington and Sean.
Yes, I'm here. I'm on Warner Street in Accrington, and good morning, ladies. They smiled at me then, that's good. Amazing, the street, actually. Every single shop on this street has got an independent shop in it, a local person probably, playing the trade, and by the sound of it, by the look of it, making money. It's a lovely little street, and you look down and it's like David Cameron's home turf. It's like Chipping Norton. It's an absolutely beautiful place. It's got some beautiful buildings, and let's walk into a stone building. It's got Accrington Community and Training Centre on it, and this is where we're meant to be. And who are you, sir?
Kevin Flanagan. I'm the director of St Anthony Centre, and one of the people who helped found it.
Good to meet you, Kevin. Thank you for having us in this morning. Right, so let's start at the very, very basics. What is it goes on in here?
Well, the most exciting thing, of course, it's a little hub in the middle of Accrington here that is helping to serve the community, particularly around training. So we have a project that actually delivers ICT, in other words, information communications technology training to level 2. That can be for unemployed, those facing redundancy, or those who just need to brush up their skills. The other side, we have a response to redundancy project that we run across the region, where some of our team will go into a place that's facing redundancy, work with that community and help them try and get skills before they actually lose their jobs. We've got
Is it, sorry to cut across you, is it that the jobs are changing? I mean, is it, you know, are people being left behind because the jobs are just changing now?
I think there's certainly what they call the America portfolio working, where people now, where instead of jobs for life, you'll change and have 3 or 4 to 13 jobs a year, a lifetime. Yeah. Now, that's demanding new skills. That means people have to have the skills. And we all know that technology is a key end to that. And St Anthony Centre and the team up here, when they founded this place, was in response to the needs that we saw at that time with the Polish community, with the local community. A priest who used to work up here, Father Martin Saunders, did fantastic work up at St Joseph's, and we thought, well, as a response to that and as a service to the community from the diocese and from St Joseph's, we would actually establish a centre in the middle of Accrington, and we deliberately put it right behind the job centre so people can come out from the job centre, walk into Warner Street, this lovely street which you've just described, a great group.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Oh, fantastic community, and they've welcomed us. They're lovely people here, and the Accrington people are great people, but sometimes they just need that extra bit of help, and I think giving service to people in the community to unlock their skill and to give them a real hope and a sense of hope is important. I think that's what we're here for.
Outside of the skills that you can give them here, what are the blockers? What are the blockers when you're talking to newly unemployed people or people that have struggled to get a job for a while? What are they telling you?
Well, there's several things. One is I would hope that employers who are maybe facing redundancy notify us early, because in that period when they're under notice of redundancy, we can go in with a team. We're working with the GMB North Western Irish region through a thing called the Reach Out Project. That's the trade union, and other unions through the Union Learning Project. We have a fantastic team who can bring those resources inside the organisation at the point when they're needed, not wait until they're outside the door. Some people can be under 90-day notice. In 90 days we can give them a skill, but we need to get inside the door early. So that's one of the things. things. For community themselves, I think there are issues always around funding, and I am arguing with government and others that you need to actually ensure that the funding is actually enough to follow the journey to get people from A to B, and some people need extra support. It isn't all about just pushing people into any job. We need to talk about the quality of employment.
They're talking about, 11,000 people a week back into work. The government figures keep being bunged out, that there's loads and loads of people going back into work. But what kind of jobs are they getting?
Well, there is good news around that, to a level. But I also see people who are in jobs for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and are back here 3 or 4 times because the quality of employment being put into, and also the assessment being done about their skills, is inaccurate to start with. So let's actually make sure we're addressing those skill needs. In here, we've helped over 160 people gain new IT skills. We've had 133 people with new English skills, 108 people received maths qualifications, 300 people supported back into employment. These are real people who live in this town, this area. I have great joy when I watch my training team here perform miracles. They bring the people
They do
alive.
miracles?
They bring miracles, because you can have... Marek, who sat here at the reception, Marek was locked away in a caravan. We went into that, rescued him literally from the caravan, and he's working with us and is the front face of this organisation.
We're going to do travel now, but I want to hear about Merrick being locked in a caravan, and also he can perform miracles in Accrington. Absolutely. Let's have some travel.
Morning from 9 with myself and Sally. Well, there was Randy, and here is Sean in Accrington.
Hi, good morning again, Brett. Still here at the ACT Centre in Accrington, and with Kevin Flanagan, and we're not going to talk to Marek this morning, but Marek, who's on your reception there and answers the phone, has got an amazing story, hasn't he?
Oh, he's got a fantastic story. Sadly, there are elements of our work situation that have problems. Marek had a situation whereby he was basically held as a work slave. We moved into that situation. It's a unique story in its own way, but sadly it does reflect sometimes the bad side of industry and what can go on if the community is not observant. However, it's a good news story as well.
Absolutely, because here he is, and doing a fine job behind the counter. In fact, we'll walk past Marek, smiling away. Hi, Marek, you all right?
You can, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. We will talk to you another time, because you've got a very interesting story. And here we are. You are short of space, because we're going to go to your new gaff, aren't we, next? You are a little bit short of space. Who am I talking to?
It's Margaret.
Hiya, Margaret. Thanks for having us in. So, yeah, you were just telling us, what's your role here?
My role is I'm the IT tutor at St Anthony's.
Right, so we have some people that are learning IT skills.
They are today. We've got a number of people learning level 2 and level 1.
Okay, what does that mean in sort of real terms? What's level 2 and level 1? What are we talking?
Well, obviously level 1 is to introduce people into IT, enable them to get the skills to progress on in various different environments. Level 2 would enable anyone to use these skills in most office environments to enable them to get a job, which would get them on the ladder.
So like using Word, PowerPoint, Excel.
Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and at level 2 they can progress and do database and desktop publishing.
Right, that's big stuff, isn't it? So how long does it take to get through a kind of level 2 course here?
Well, it obviously depends on the learner, but we would look at learners enrolling with us. They would attend once a week for 2 hours. If they wish, they could come more often, and obviously the more often they come, the quicker they would get through the course. A level 2, we would probably be looking at 6 to 8 months, and a level 1, 5 to 6 months.
Yeah. And what are the sort of... I mean, you will see people come through this room a lot, and they'll go off to do other things. What sort of jobs are there for people that have got all these skills now?
Well, there's various different jobs. We've got a couple of people in the room now who have just been informed that they've been successful in gaining employment.
Can we talk to them?
Of course you can. I shall introduce you to Yolanda.
Oh, very good. Hello, who are you?
I'm Yolanda.
Yolanda? And who are you?
Nicola.
She's not speaking. Okay, let's talk to you, Yolanda. This training, what's it? Did you start from sort of nowhere, IT-wise?
Well, I've been learning. I'm sort of a computer geek. I like my computing, and so I just thought I'll do a course to get my skills to enable me to go into a job.
So you've got the written down bit of paper as well, so you can show people.
Yes. Yeah. You can just like learn. You know, it's a great course. I think it's really, really good. I mean, I've just got offered a job.
What's that doing? Do you mind me asking?
Well, I've been offered a job at the new B&M Bargains opening in Accrington. I mean, obviously, I want to work within an office environment, but I can always, go up in levels and maybe go up to working in the office at B&M's.
Well, the other thing is, I mean, I don't know what B&M's is like, but lots of shops these days, they've got technology behind the till, technology for stock. You need to have the skills to deal with that.
Yes, you do, yeah. I think
happy to be heading towards a job, are you? I mean, have you been out of work for a while? Do you mind me asking?
I just got laid off last week from work. So I've just been offered this new job, which starts at the end of March, beginning of April. So I am looking forward to it.
You must be chuffed to bits.
I am, yes, very much.
Did it help coming here into this centre? You don't need to say yes, just because we're stood over your ear. But did it help coming here?
Yes, of course, yeah. I mean, like I said, I love doing computer. I mean, I love anything to do with computers. So learning, a new course is great. It's always good to have something towards your CV as well.
Fantastic. Listen, enjoy your new job. I'm a big fan of B&M bargains. Other discount stores locally are available. Right, back to you, Kevin. I really like the vibe in this place. It's a very small place. High fives over there between the girls. Even the one that wouldn't speak to me's high fiving.
I think if we can't deliver this in the spirit which moves us to do this and celebrate the dignity of people at the same time, then I don't think we're worth anything. I think you can give people skill, but I hope they find here a home and a welcome that says you are welcome and we will work with you. And my team are actually pull right rabbits out of hats every day because the people we work with are fantastic. All they want is an opportunity, and we're delighted that we do get some funding to give that opportunity. And I want to work with partners in Accrington, as does my team here. Lisa was one of our trainees. She is working for us. That team together, along with the tutors, you'll meet some more later, brilliant people.
Thank you very much, Kevin Flanagan, and thank you to all the people here. We want to hear your story, Marek. We will hear yours in the next few weeks. It's BBC Radio Lancashire. I think I'm going to rickroll you now, am I? With a bit of Rick. Well, here I am. I'm at the second office now, the brand new office for ACT, and it's in an old primary school. Who are you? Who am I talking to?
Hi, my name's Dave Flanagan. I'm the project worker for the GMB Reach Out project. So the GMB Reach Out project is a union learning fund project, and we work in partnership with St Anthony's to provide these services, really. So the building you're in now is the old St James's school. So it's the Hyndburn Community and Voluntary Resource Centre. How
fantastic having this place.
Oh, it's amazing. It's great. When you look at the facilities we've got now are fantastic, but obviously we're bigger and better now, and we need to grow. So we've moved into these. You're in one of the classrooms now. There's a class going on in the background, as you can hear.
Yeah, what's going on? What is this class about?
At the minute, they're running a functional skills numeracy class, maths class. So I think this is a new tranche of learners we've got. So just a small group in at the moment, and we've had that all day. So we only started the lessons here yesterday. But as you can see, we're slowly but surely getting more people. So anybody interested in doing anything, get in touch. Yeah.
Get in touch. How difficult is it to get people into these kind of training? Do they resist in any way? Is there a resistance from some people?
I think definitely. I think one of the major advantages of the way we do things is that we are set up specifically for adults, and I think that's something to bear in mind, in that your old illusions of school and sit there with a whiteboard, and as you can see, it's a very airy room. You can help yourself to a brew, people can do what they want, and it's designed very much with adults in mind, and you work at your pace, so there's none of this old sort of vision. So yeah, sometimes there is some resistance, but as soon as people walk through the door and they see what we're about and they get a feel for it, then yeah, it's great.
I suppose you can also tell them about your success stories, can't you, in the past? You can tell them about the people that have done this course and have got good work out of it at the end.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I mean, that's measured in numerous ways, whether it's people going into employment, whether it's people getting promotion at work. And I think that's an important aspect to cover as well, is that we're not just about supporting those, although it's an important part of our work, those that are looking for work or in redundancy. We also work with people who are in work. So I would put an appeal out there to any employers that are out there who are looking to upskill the workforce. We have the funding to do that. So it's also about preparing people, possibly for worst case scenario, but also to assist them in getting promotion at work and building themselves up.
Just be better at the job.
Exactly, yeah.
How does it work? I mean, I was chatting with Kevin, who's just behind us here. I was chatting with him down at the other place. Now, Kevin comes from, it's a church background, it's a religious thing. There's a kind of, there's a moral imperative for Kevin in his work. GMB Union. Where's the moral imperative? What are you doing this for?
Well, why not? I mean, at the end of the day, there are perceptions about the trade union movement sometimes, is that when better, the trade union movement has similar values to the church and whatever, and in that we're there to help the individual and to support them. So
Collectively.
Exactly, yeah. And the work we do is very much, we work with a lot of employers locally, Crown Paints at Darwin, for example, you know, where we support some members in work and non-members as well. And we have a number of these ACT centres now, adult community training centres. This is one of 6 we have now across the region. So, you know, supporting people through the trade union movement is very much about what the trade union movement is about. It's about supporting people from start to finish.
There is some scepticism, isn't there, about the kind of, you know, like they say, you bid for government money, there's government money comes through a big operator and you end up with some of it. And there's a bit of scepticism as about what it actually achieves. How can you prove what your money buys us?
I think one thing that is true, we are a not-for-profit organisation across the board, and every penny that comes into this and through the learners goes back to the learners. And as you can see, that's what's helped us fund this great facility here today, and through partners, through the Union Learning Fund, through St Anthony's Centre, and we've got a number of case studies that we can, you know, refer to and things like that.
Brilliant. Well, we've got to go and do something else, but we're going to talk to some of the... What do we call these people? We call them learners. I don't like that word.
John, Stephen.
What do we call you?
Students.
Students. Great. Like me, the oldest student in the world I was when I went back to uni. It's BBC Radio Lancashire.
But because of where it's positioned in the number, it's actually not worked to. What is it?
Hey, there you go. Some simple maths. Keeping Chris absolutely transfixed there with the 2s and the 10s. You're right with the 10 column there, Chris?
I'm learning stuff, go away.
Hey, it's great, this place. Let me talk to you. You described yourself as one of the students here. What's your name?
Yeah, Stephen Walker.
So, why have you come here, Stephen?
Yeah, because at school I didn't get the education what I wanted, because I went to special school in Great Harwood.
So you missed out, did you, on getting an education?
Yeah, 100%.
So what are you hoping to get here? What have you already got out of this place? How long have you been coming?
Ready enough 12 months, and I want to be a BBC sports researcher.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, that's my goal in life.
So you're after my sort of job, really, is what you want? You want to work on the BBC?
Yeah.
Why have you set me up with him? So what have you learned here that gets you a bit closer to that goal?
Yeah, well, I've got a lot. Well, I'm getting a lot of background and learning with my English level 1, which I'm hoping to pass that very soon. And I'm going on to my maths level 1, and I'm hoping altogether I want to do level 2 in English, maths, and IT.
Well, I tell you what, some of the sports reporters back at our place, English level 0. Right, let's walk over here. Because it's Bev. We caught a bit of you, Bev, before. Functional skills, mathematics. You've got 4 people in front of you here, all looking transfixed with the information you're giving them.
Absolutely.
What are you talking to them about today?
We are looking at an introduction to functional skills maths. So we're looking at the very, very basics of number work. At the moment, we're considering what a number is worth in relation to where it's placed in a wider number. So we've just been looking at, say, if you look at the number 270, the 2 in that will be worth 200 and not 2. So it's just the very, very basics of number work.
On the radio, one of the things you have to do is kind of what they call back time sometimes, up to the news. So if you've got a 3.5-minute song and you need to finish the programme at, say, midday, and some of the producers, they struggle with kind of basic level maths. One of them there now, that's back there now, he'll be listening
to us.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much have you got space?
He's saying 2 minutes. He's saying 2 minutes, Sean, to you. Okay.
Absolutely. This room, this that I've been given, this is an amazing learning space. It's an amazing learning space. And as you can see, I've got a group of 4. The group should have 7 people in it. But there is room in here for about 18 learners. Yes. So feel free. Graham Liver is very welcome in my classes.
Yeah. Graham needs it. Who we got so far? Sports people, Graham, our producer back at base. Now, can I talk to any of you lot? You're not saying no, so I'll come round there. What do you hope to get out of this?
I'm just looking at achieving my level 2 so I can look at doing an access course at college in September.
Which could get you onto uni and do that sort of stuff?
That's right, yes.
Yeah. What happened with you? Did you kind of miss out on this stuff at school, or did you not get what you wanted?
It wasn't that I didn't really achieve at school. It's your GCSEs run out after 5 years, so I needed to refresh.
Yeah, and get your skills up to speed. What about you, sir? He's got his head in his hands. Why have you come here?
Because I need my certificates.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I want to go on to do a degree in social work.
Right, there you go. A lot about getting into that sort of tertiary education. Well, look, I mean, we've had a very quick visit across one site and then along to this one. And let me just come back over to Kevin, if you can come over there. This is a great place, isn't it? I mean, this really has, this old primary school, community sort of orientated centre now. Yeah. Fantastic.
Peter and the team here, I think, are key. The partners are in this building. This is a community hub. This is a new dimension for us as well, because we want to come in here and offer these services as a partnership for the town of Accrington. Yeah. We're delighted, by the way, we were welcomed by the manager of this facility. This is working together for the common good of the community, and we'll do that.
Unions and religion working together.
And the community.
I absolutely love it. Thank you very much for having me in. It's been a great pleasure meeting all of you. And Alec, I booked your place on next week.